Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. We're starting streaming a little bit early today, just testing some new things out. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button. If you want to get alerts for when we go live, hit the bell button. I'm actually going to, if you're not yet a member of our free options trading group, the link is below for that. If you're here right now, say what up. I see Joe, we see Brian. What's going on? Today was pretty crazy. I mean, S&P's up a little bit more than 0.5%, Dow up 200, NASDAQ up 66. Pretty crazy. And we had this drop today, you know, consolidating because I'm kind of pushing up low volume and then just boom, nice little drop. Eric, what's going on? How you doing? But yeah, what I want to talk about today is selling early, letting it run. I have a couple of examples that I want to show you guys to get into there. Tom, how you doing? We're going to look at Alibaba, and we're going to look at IBM. So let me figure out how to do this appropriately. Okay, we're going to do this here, IBM. We're going to look at, get set up. Tom, how you doing? We had the 120, we had the 123 calls today. And then we had the Alibaba 155 calls as well. All right. So we're just going to look at today. In terms of these calls, we got Alibaba, and we have IBM. Tobin, what's going on? How you doing? Okay, so we got a couple examples here today of a couple stocks I was trading. We did how many trades we did today? We did 9 trades today. Kind of go to our activity here. So I started out with IBM, closed out IBM this morning. I had the 123 calls, and I closed out BABA. I had the 155 calls, both for this week. And the question is always, do you let it run? Do you cut it loose? Do you take the profits? And for IBM, for me, the reason why I cut it is because I had a $114 loser, and I turned it into a $300 winner. So I didn't really feel that bad about cutting it loose. But as you can see here, IBM. So I cut it loose. Let's see. This morning I cut it loose at 8:39. So 9 minutes into open, we cut it loose, and as you can see, the calls were down here. I got 37 cents. They were kind of fluctuating between 29 cents and 45 cents at market open here. And as you can see, if I held on to those, we would have, it went as high as $1.46 today. And yesterday, as you remember, I was buying these as low as 9 cents yesterday, and they went all the way up to $1.45 today and closed at $1.25. So up 331%. I mean, that's at close. So that's pretty insane. So we could have made, you know, instead of selling them for 37 cents, I had 6 of them, or 5 of them, I believe. How many did I sell? Yeah, 6. You know, we could have made, instead of making like 200, we could have made like 600 per account. But, you know, across accounts, just on IBM and Alibaba, you know, we made a little bit over, we made about $1,000 a day. So on all of my accounts. So $1,000 a day keeps the JOB away, right? Alibaba, I closed for 86 cents. And as you can see here, I really caught the top on that. So I closed that up in here when I was really struggling. It was really struggling to get past 150, and it just never did. IBM went over 123. But Alibaba just couldn't get over 150. So in case of Alibaba, timed it perfectly. You know, we caught the top. I sold them for 87 cents, which was almost the top up here. Went as high as 97 cents, but, you know, caught the top here, and then, you know, they're back down at 34 cents. So it would have been a losing trade or break even on Alibaba. So kind of what I was afraid of is you don't know all the times when the stock's going to run. You don't know all the time when the stock's going to run. You don't know when it's going to fall. You just kind of have to trade the charts and the pricing and not get too greedy. Like greed kills. I mean, greed kills all profits. If you ask anyone, greed kills everything. So what I was really worried about on IBM is what Alibaba did. So this morning, it spiked up. I was afraid that it was going to spike up. We already gapped up. We already gapped up a couple bucks. And keep in mind, the election is today. Keep in mind, these expire this week, so it's not like we can afford to make a lot of mistakes on these. Like, we're profitable. We were profitable on Alibaba. We were profitable on IBM, and we couldn't afford to make any mistakes, because right now, if you make a mistake this close to expiration, all your profits go away, and you potentially could owe money and give back all your profits, and they can go to zero. Like, I was afraid that maybe these were going to go from 40 cents down to zero, or these were going to go from 86 cents down to zero, which could, in options trading, it could definitely easily happen. Like, it could happen very easily. So logic, what's going on? So that's why these are two scenarios that happened today. Alibaba ripped, and then it didn't keep pace. It gave up a lot of gains, and then IBM just kind of slow grinded all day, which we would have been rewarded pretty heavily if we would have got another. I don't know how much we would have got. We would have got like another 400% from the 37 trade. 37 cent trade, like, or 300%, like. So. But it could have also like, what if IBM went up to 123 and then got rejected hard and went down to 120? Then we lost all that, and then we potentially could be like cannibalizing our gains. Like, we would probably lose money. Irene definitely rocked, and he handled it perfectly with Sonic, even though there's more upside. Congrats to Nick. With little time left, the scraps to others. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I mean, so in regards to selling early, leaving, or letting it run, like, I don't feel bad that I could have made a lot more money. Like, you can always make a lot more money in the market. That's like a losing mentality to say, hey, I could have made this, or I could have made, instead of $1,000, I could have made $5,000, or instead of $100, I could have made $500, or whatever the case is. Like, at the end of the day, like, you could always make more money, but at the same time, you could also very easily lose that money. Like, as you can see, like on Alibaba, huge rip, and then it didn't sustain. Came back down to where it opened. It opened around 32 cents today, and it closed at 34 cents. If we look at, what did I pay for yesterday for Alibaba? So Alibaba, and also Alibaba was a defensive trade too. So I originally bought it for 93 cents on yesterday morning, and then it got crushed all the way down to 30. So yesterday Alibaba, I paid 93 cents in the morning, 9:30 a.m. Then it got crushed, and they went as low as 33 cents. So I bought a couple more, averaged down a little bit, kind of see if we can get a bounce here. And if we my average then, I think was around, I think it was like 48 cents, maybe 50 cents, somewhere around there. So at 34 cents, it would have went from a nice winner all the way down to a losing trade. So that was really what I was trying to avoid. Yes, IBM, I did not catch any of this move, and yesterday I sold IBM too early as well. Let's look at yesterday. But the IBM pricing wasn't as crazy yesterday. I mean, we gapped up, yeah, but I mean, the thing is, IBM was a low at 7 cents. Yeah, hit a low of like 7 cents yesterday and went all the way up to like 45. So you got to take your blessings as you get them. This IBM trade was a gift. Like, this rip here in Alibaba was a gift. And when you see rips like that, or when you see dips like that, just know that they're not going to continue on forever. Alibaba can't just, it can't just rip to like 170 and you're going to be, making 50K. It could happen maybe on like a news, but the odds that it's going to happen are very, very unlikely. Like IBM, it could have very easily, went up from 116 to 123, get hard rejected down to 118 again, like very, very, very easily. So as quickly as you make gains, you can lose them way faster. So that's why I really just wanted to take some profits off the table there for that. So we made 160 on IBM. We made $100 on Alibaba. So we made 260. So collectively, we made almost $300 on that, like 360. We did lose some money on JD today. I sold the puts yesterday. We made $14. So instead of 91, it was a strangle originally. Instead of 91, we took some in. So we lost about $75 on that. So I then realigned it. So I sold those off because I didn't think it was going to hit the 26 calls. If you look at JD here, it was really struggling, and today all day just kind of giving it back. So I put on a bearish strangle for that, and we'll see. Right now we're up $3 on it. Not humongous, but not terrible. Some of the other trades that we did today. Let's go to our trades today here. Tesla. We'll talk about Tesla in a second. I'm just going to go in order here. Microsoft, I bought a strangle for 167. I bought the 107 put and the 110 call, mainly because remember what I said yesterday? I set an alert for yesterday at 108. When it breaks 108, I'm going to put a trade on. And right at open, Richard, what's going on? If you're here right now, say what up. I had an alert set for 108, mainly because if you take a look at 108, right, this area here, I was talking about it yesterday, where it kept hitting it and got rejected, and then today we ripped up to above 108. My alert got triggered, and on the decline, I actually put a trade on. What time did I put that on at? 9:24. So right in here, just on this like third red bar here, I put the trade on, and then we actually ended up going lower, but now we're ripping up. So I think, with the election, you got to be careful not to put too many trades on because it could really go either direction, and who knows what the catalysts are going to be for the election. I mean, like no one can guess it. That's why we ripped and then we dipped and then we ripped again. So like there's a lot of two-sided action here. So you just got to be very careful about that. So I put on a bearish strangle. Now if this rips up to 110 and 112, I mean, we'll still be getting paid. We'll still have protection in place. But I was actually hoping it was going to revisit like 105, 104 area. That trade right now, we're down $24 on. So you can see like how much sideways action. So we put the trade on up here like 108-ish area. It dipped down all the way down to 106.50. Now we're back up to like 108. So as you can see, like how the sideways action works. EXxon, what's going on? Raymond, how you doing? Appreciate it. Tesla. So I put a short trade on Tesla. I got the November 23rd calls. I did a short vertical call spread for $1.31 credit, and the reason why I did that is, well, actually let's go to the 1 year chart first. The reason why I do that, let me draw the line. Let me show you the line here. So right at if you look here on like the 347, 350 area in the past, it's been rejected, or once it's got above it, it got rejected shortly after. So it's not that I'm bearish on Tesla. I'm just really trading the chart here. And right now the chart is telling me it's a short play. If we can come revisit 310, 320 area would be ideal. Like if we come back down here to 310, I think would be ideal for the stock. Tesla's been trading in a range pretty much all year, which I've suggested before, from 360 to 300, basically, a little bit under that now, but the averages are getting kind of lower because it's been sitting down here below 300 for quite some time in the last month or so. So really what I was looking at here was a short trade, just because it also looked like it's kind of descending here, and the price action today was pretty brutal. I mean, I put the trade on, when did I put this trade on? At 9:39 in the morning. So this bar up here, I shorted it here. It went a little bit higher, but it looked like it was going to like trend lower, and then it ripped back up, but it kept kind of getting double topped here. So then we went all the way down to 341. I'm not up a lot on that position. I'm up $13 on that position, mainly because there's so much time. Also, when doing a vertical call spread, I have the 347.50 call, and I'm short the 345 call. And you know, when doing that, oops, I wanted to give myself enough time. Also, so I'm short these. I'm short right here. Also, I actually wanted to do 10 days out, but I didn't like that on the monthlies here. The monthlies only had $5 wide strikes, and I didn't really want to go too deep on it, you know, in case this does go to like 370, 380, which I mean, which it definitely can go to 370, 380, 360. I mean, it still might even revisit that area, the 360 area, but you know, I think that it's going to be short-lived. So we got time on it, so we'll see what happens. Greg, what's going on? I started at 305 today, just to kind of test it out. I started 5 minutes after market close. Excellent. What's going on? McDonald's looking bullish. Yeah, I think we looked at it. Did it keep going up? I actually didn't look at it today. Yeah, it's still running. Still running. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I was pretty. I mean, I did a lot of trades today, but I didn't do like really any new trades. I just mainly adjusted stuff that I had, because I think with the election, you just got to be very careful, because you don't know what's going to happen. McDonald. What is this? So, what else did we do today? AMD, I took a $2 loss on today. I got rid of it, mainly because AMD. I was watching Microsoft go down, and then AMD. I mean, AMD had a spike, but I didn't like the price action. You know, now it looks way different. But if you were looking like right in here, even that is too much. If you're looking, it was getting kind of toppy here around like 2050. I had the 20 calls and the 1850 puts, and I didn't think it was gonna run like that. And as you can see, I mean, I didn't think it was gonna spike like that. So I cut it loose for a $2 loser. I just got out of AMD right now just because it doesn't seem to be making me money the way it should. So, you know, I cut my losses on there. I took a $2 loss on that. Fit I averaged down, so Fit averaged down a little bit. I'm not going to play this too aggressively. I bought some more puts on this. You know, I had a 6% up day, so this comes down a little bit. My average on Fit right now is 0.04333. So like a little bit over 4 cents on those. I really was just hedging delta, so I don't really know if those are going to work out. So I'm not gonna chase that. I just have that for some negative delta in case we get a nice downturn. And then IBM, I only bought one. IBM, I bought the December 135 call, so I got 45 days on it for 58 cents. And the reason why I bought the IBM call, I mean, I'm probably going to regret it, but we'll just have to play some defense. Mainly because I think it's going to return up to here like the 130. So if we get up to like the 130 in IBM, I'll cut that loose. But we got enough time on it. I think it's going to go back up to 130. I mean, this is pretty strong here. So once we cut through 125. You know, so I still have a long position on IBM. It's just not as aggressive. You know, very, very chill. We got 45 days on it, so we'll just kind of hang on to that guy. And then yeah, I sold JD. I sold those JDs, and then I bought a new strangle. So I bought the 23 put. So that's where I took the loss on JD. I took the loss. I sold the 26 calls, and then I bought the for 10. But I these were expiring. The 26 calls were expiring this week. So then I bought something for next week. I have the 23 puts and the 25 calls that I put on for $88. And I think that position's up. Yeah, that position's up like $3 right now. Because right now it looks like I hit the 26, and we're gonna maybe come down to the lower end of the 20s. So that's kind of what I'm looking for here. If it drops down to like 22, 21 before earnings, I'll definitely cut it loose. So they have earnings next week, so you just got to be careful. Tobin, which stock are you hoping will go down so you can buy cheap? Anything. I want it all to go down so we can buy stock. Joe says, I'm officially confused by the Tesla trade, but nobody. I'm going to try for the Tesla scratch lotto ticket for sub 20. Really. So Joe, I put on a call credit spread. So I sold premium. Let me show you what that means. So I got the November 23rd, just to go kind of recap. I'm short the 345s, and I'm long the 347.50s. So basically, I want this to go lower or expire, come close to expiration, be below 345 or at this, and just use theta to decay this. Basically for this type of trade, you want the options to go to zero, is the idea. You want the option pricing, instead of option pricing to go up, you want the option pricing to go down. So like normally when you short something, you buy options, you buy puts. But when you're selling or you're shorting options, you do the opposite. So instead of buying puts, I'm shorting calls. Hope that clears it up for you. William, green today could be better, but happy. But hey, I'm short AMD. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I think in this market, I mean, I've left in the last week alone. I think I've left $20,000 on the table or more. I mean, that's how much money has been left, and I don't feel bad about it. I'm just glad that I'm able to take advantage of the opportunities that are given to me and make the profits. I mean, when I'm making $500 or $1,000 a day, I mean that's definitely, I mean, nothing to sneeze at. Like you shouldn't feel down. You're like, oh, I only made $100 a day. Like you shouldn't feel bad because you only made $100 or you only made $50 a day. You shouldn't feel bad because there's people that would die to make an extra $10 a day or $20 a day or even a week. Some people would love to make extra $20 a week just to fill their gas tank, and we're here complaining, oh we didn't make it, we only made $200, we didn't make $1,000. So it's about context. Obviously trading's hard, and if everybody knew where the market was going, obviously everybody in the world that would be trading stocks and options would be entirely rich, and we would never need to do anything ever again. But because we never know which way the market is going, and nobody knows which way the market is going, that's why we got to be careful. Keith, what's going on? Eric, I added a WM put expiring. Sold the 85, bought the 82.50. Let's see, what's WM? Waste management. Yeah, I mean, it does look to have some bullish momentum. I was actually kind of not scared, but I didn't want to put too many bullish positions on during this election. Like, it always goes down faster than it comes up. So I was really, I'm kind of on my positions, I'm kind of leaning short. However, if we do have some major rip-ups, we'll still benefit, but not as much. I won't benefit as much if it goes down. In terms of waste management, I don't know what their volume is here. Yeah, I mean, for me, it would probably be a tough trade because there's not a lot of volume on these, and they only have monthly options. So, Hornet Gamer down 150 because I accidentally bought more calls on KO instead of selling because I wasn't paying attention on what I was clicking on. Robinhood was up on the bell too. Well, hopefully it works out for you. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, hopefully it works out for you. You just got to be careful. Like, especially, Ahmed, how you doing? Especially on Robinhood, you got to really pay attention if you're buying or selling, because it gets confusing. It gets very confusing. And if you're doing spreads on Robinhood, take your time, because it definitely gets it's hard. It's not as easy as on Tastyworks, or Thinkorswim, to put like spreads on. Easy, what's going on? I started the stream early today. Everyone's showing up. Do you guys prefer 30 minutes after close? I did a poll yesterday, but see if we got some different people in here. If you're here right now, say what up. Horror game on PC is way more complicated as opposed to the mobile app. I agree. Richard, left a lot of money on the table today, holding CVS and Cat, hoping going up right now, 1,200 profit. Nice. I mean, it's okay to leave money on the table. Clears Tesla up a bit, but I think I will stick to just puts and call buying. How do you like my chance of being a winner of that? Yeah, I mean, sometimes buying options is just not the play. Like right now, if you look at Tesla, I mean, it's down, they're down. But if you go out to the expiration, that I did, I mean, their IV rank is down, volatility is down. But if you go out to like the expiration, I mean, the strikes that I shorted, I mean, this is $12, $11. I mean, it's going to cost you to short up here, to short around here. It's going to cost you $1,000. So I really didn't want to. And then I also, like, when buying options, I didn't want to go like one or more standard deviation out. Like, I just don't want to do that. The expected move is here. I try to stay within the expected move. I didn't want to go like way out. Like, if you go to like 50, I don't even have that many strikes available. You know, if we go down here, like if you want to go sub 3, I mean, it's still going to cost you for 17 days out. It's still going to cost you $300 bucks or so to carry kit. So, like, for me, shorting options was the play here to kind of bleed that out. Keith, GE messed me over today. Yeah, I'm in GE right now as well, and GE, but I'll keep shorting it. You know, GE is still way down from where it was, you know. And it did go up, but I would say it's not very strong. You know, let it play out. Make sure when you're doing like these smaller price stocks, so like single digit stocks like Fit or GE or any of those stocks, Snap, you want to make sure you have enough time, because like if you look here, this is a 2% move, but it only moved for 14 cents. So normally like a 1.5% move is pretty big, but this is only like 14 cents. You know, basically we're down here in Pennyland. So, you know, you gotta give yourself enough time on these small stocks to move, because you're like, hey, I'm gonna buy. Let's say right now I'm gonna buy the $5 put. I mean, that's got to move like 40% to get down to $5. So, or the call, like if you want to buy like $11 call, I mean, it needs to move like 20% to get back up to $11. So that's why you got to be careful. Linda, what's up? Greg bought AMD. Yeah, I closed out my AMD, Greg. I talked about it a little bit earlier. I closed out my AMD for a $2 loser. I just didn't wanna. I didn't see the spike coming, and the way the market was going, I was trying to scale back a little bit. Okay, I just realized I haven't subbed and been watching you for some time now. And I appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. Glad you've been tuning in anyways. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you guys subscribe, great. You know, with subscribing, you can get notifications by hitting the bell, so I guess that's helpful. I'm not sure how you find my videos by not subscribing, unless you just search for me every day at the same time or something like that. FC, yes, I averaged down some Fit puts today. I still have GE as well. You know, we're down a little bit, but nothing too concerning. I'm not really trading these too big, and I don't mind having the negative delta. Linda, nice. Get that computer going. Glenn, how you doing? You know, if it's your first time here, say what up. Definitely want to meet everybody. I try to meet everybody that watches the stream. And if you have any stocks you want to look at, let me know. Yeah, AMD. Let's go back to AMD real quick. I mean, this spike here just kind of, look at that volume right here. Look at that volume right here. So I cut loose my position like 30 minutes too early, and then this had 20 million volume. I mean, what happened? Does anybody, was there news? Was there news on AMD? I mean, what like, it's too bad I cut that loose, but at the same time, my cost on that was $97 or something like that. I lost $2. You know, I was really trying to clear it up, and it was having a hard time around the 2050 area, and it, still closed at like 2068. So I mean, I would have definitely sold here anyways, but I was really looking to cut that loose. I was afraid that with the election I was going to go in too heavy, and I didn't want to. And when I mean too heavy, I mean too heavy like long. I didn't want to be too long in this political environment right now. Oh, Linda says there was big news. You better think Amazon. I still have those Amazon calls. I'm down $6 on. You know, nothing, no big deal. You know, we still have the 2,000 strike calls, which we'll probably cut loose at the end of the week here. So I'm definitely long a lot of things here, but I didn't want to be super long. You know, I'm glad that I sold Alibaba. I'm glad that I sold IBM. You know, I just really wanted to take advantage. I really want to take advantage of these up moves. And plus, we've had, how many green days have we had in a row here? I mean, this is not really one in a row, but didn't really go down. We had at least 5 here, at least 5 green days, you know, and pretty big. I mean, we're back above 2,700. If you look at SPX, we're back here. And it looks like it wants to go back up to 2,800, and I don't know if it's gonna have a full recovery on here. Dallas Rex, welcome. Texas, what's going on? So we've had quite the up moves here, but I think volatility is going to die down. I mean, we'll see what happens with the election and if this is going to recover. Because as you can see, as volatility died down in here, you know, it was pretty crazy back in February for quite some time. I mean, you know, it was pretty crazy back in here, and then it really just died down in the coming months. I mean, we're still in the early part of the sell-off. Derek, how you doing? We're still in the early stages of the sell-off, but as you can see, it's going to eventually die down, you know. And I don't know if it's going to die down in terms of being bullish or bearish or what, but eventually it's going to flatten out and it's going to consolidate at some point. It can't rip and drop all the time. AMD launched some major new products today. EPYC processors now available on Amazon Web Services. Nice. So I don't know. I mean, that doesn't mean anything in terms of today, but pretty crazy spike there. The Yahoo Finance comments on GE were comedy. People are saying it's going to shoot to $12 by the end of it. Yeah, I mean, I think GE's due for like a bounce, but every bounce, I'm just gonna short it till it gets to like $5. And if you look at the bounce here, I mean, come on, look at the bounce. Let me zoom in on the bounce. You guys. People get excited about 14-cent up move when it dropped from 13 down to 9 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So about 2 week trade, 8 business days, 2 weeks time. So you know, any time it goes up, I've been rewarded. Every time it goes up, I've been rewarded so far. Every time it goes up, I short. So. So far, I've been rewarded. Maybe I'll lose some money on this one. I mean, if it doesn't drop, if it just stays here, that's not going to be a good look on my GE position. But GE, we still have. I got 17 days for them to bleed out long. So you know, we'll see. I mean, GE is not a stock I'm looking to get long. You know, GE. I mean, if GE, you'll get long GE if it goes to 15. You know, if it goes to 15 and can break above 15 and keep going, then I will get long. But until then, I'll just short every pop I get. Which, I mean, I'm not going to overtrade it, but I mean, I've been making 200 to 500% returns on them. Baron, how you doing? Glad I got out of my AMD put calendar yesterday. Yeah, nice. Derek did a quick short on AMD pop, made some chump change. Maybe I'll do Red Lobster endless shrimp. Yeah, I don't know. The Red Lobster endless shrimp thing. I've never done that before, but I've only been to Red Lobster about twice in my life, and both were with my parents, and both were not, I would say, not satisfying. So, you know, definitely get better like fried shrimp and stuff down. You get better fried shrimp at Cheesecake Factory than you do at Red Lobster. Baba. Easy, I sold my Baba position. Now I'm starting to. Baba, I sold my 155 calls today. Easy for 108 profit per account. 102, sorry. Look at that 150 call MKC. November 16th. Yeah, they only have monthlies. I mean, the bid and the ask, you got to be careful because it doesn't look like there's a lot of volume on these. I don't have my volume turned on that. Yeah, there's like no volume on these. So, I typically, I mean, I think most people, I say this a lot. I typically don't trade low volume options unless it's like Amazon, but you can get in and out of Amazon pretty good. And then like BKNG occasionally, I trade that. I traded it a lot in 2017, but this year not. I haven't really done it. Eric, I have not done any iron condors lately, mainly because the moves have been greater than the expected move, and the only way to make money on iron condors is if your option pricing, I'm sorry, if the stock price is in between the expected move. So, you know, we've been making a lot of money buying premium, and I think that I would be losing a lot of money like doing an iron condor. Because we've been doing like we've been making like 100 to 500% on options. You know, if an option price is up 300%, 400%, that means the market wasn't expecting that move. That's why it's up that much. Because there's not, you know, in terms of the market, I mean, money's not given away freely. So when options are up 500% or 1,000% even, the market was not expecting that, was not pricing that move, and we've been hitting a lot of those lately. Left me like a kid in Christmas reading books at Xbox One. How is stopping my bounce? Yeah, you got to be careful with this election stuff about the Chinese stocks. That's why I got an Alibaba. Also, I didn't like on Alibaba. I didn't like the pricing in here, and a lot of the pricing was pretty crazy. I mean, if you look at IBM, that's a better example. IBM for today. I mean, look at how skewed the puts are. If we look here, these are going for like 240-ish, you know, right here, and the calls are only going for like 80 cents. So if like if you go a couple dollars out of the money, like if you go to the end here, I mean, these are only 40 cents for the 126, and they're $1.25 for the 121s or 120, you know, 120. So it's like double the price here for the puts than it is the calls. Like if you look at that, that's why I didn't get in on another position on IBM. I mean, I did do the long-term trade on IBM, but that's why I didn't get back into, because I mean, the market is saying that they anticipate IBM is going to go back down. I mean, which it could, but they're overpricing these options like a considerable amount. Versus like if you look at Alibaba, the market is equally weighted. You know, if you look at the pricing here, I mean, these are 235s, and then the stock price is 147.44 at close, and then we get the 235. You know, the 148 is 235, and these are 247. You know, mid price is probably around 240, 235, something like that. You know, so pretty evenly weighted, and that's kind of what that's kind of what you got to be careful of when trading. You know, just don't put like a strangle on everything, because like a strangle on this would definitely be a lot cheaper, and and you would make money on something like an Alibaba trade versus like doing a strangle on IBM. Like, it doesn't look good because you'd have to move. Like, let's say you priced it out here, and then you bought these. You would need to move. You would make money on the way down, but going up, if the stock price started going up, it would take you a lot longer, and you may not even make money or may not even break even if the stock moves up like that. So just keep that in mind. So that's why I didn't buy any puts on IBM, just because they were so crazy. And at the same time, I think IBM's at risk to take a fall. I mean, if you look at IBM, I mean, it's been running. So you got to be careful about that. It needs some pullback. Some pullback would be good. I mean, I did buy the 135 calls for December, so we'll see how that goes. If we have a pullback, I'll definitely buy a couple more. Jack, how you doing? Keith, I mainly just use support and resistance. I don't really like to rely on the moving averages. I do pay attention to them, but I don't really know. Joe, no one's reporting anything. Don't spread propaganda in the chat here. Sakara Kit with the donation. Thank you. Yeah, if this video is of value to you, like the video. And Sakara Kit, that's your second donation. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Definitely means a lot. It definitely means a lot. Thank you. You guys are great. Thank you so much. No politics in the chat if it's going to cause you guys to fight. At Starbucks hooked me up. Yeah, Starbucks actually, they got upgrades and the earnings were good. I mean, Starbucks, I haven't been trading them because they've been in this range for so long. But now that it's broken out, I might actually start looking into it. Once this election is over, we'll start getting a little bit more aggressive. But I didn't want to get too aggressive today because, you know how it goes. You think you think it's going to go one way, and then it doesn't. Like, if you remember the presidential election, futures were down so large, and then people were leaving Trump's party early to go buy them, and then we were red, and then we ripped for 2 years. So you don't know what's going to happen with these elections. So I try to keep the cash flow, so that cash in the account, so that way I can take advantage of opportunities. Like, a lot of people, they spend every penny and put them all in the market, and then you can't play defense, and then you can't take advantage of new opportunities in the market. So that's why it's always good to have, like, even if you have a small account, let's say you have $500 account, right? If you have a $500 account, only put 100 to 150 in the market, and you say you're limiting my gains. One thing, you're protecting your account if the market goes against you. Second of all, you can then play defense. You have money in your account to play defense, or if those trades are going well, you have money on the cash to take advantage of other events that could happen. So that's why it's always good to have money in cash to move things around. Yeah, excellent. Nick's what you call a gap trader. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm more of like a swing trader, gap trader. I guess you can define it that way. I'll do some day trades, but I normally do more like gap trading and swing trading. But yeah, this Starbucks chart is looking like we need to take some action on this, and also IV's down a lot. So Rayleigh, what's your input on NIO? Yeah, I guess we brought this up when it was going crazy back then, back in September. I really don't have an opinion on it. I think, let's see what those. I don't really trade stocks that often that only have monthly expirations. However, these do have some major volume on these. There's a pretty nice volume. Just keep in mind for a stock like this, they only trade in. It looks like they're only trading. No, they trade in other increments of the last year. I thought they only traded. Some stocks only trade in 5-cent increments, so you got to keep an eye on that. So, the bid and the ask are 5 cents wide, but you can see here from like the last price, 8 cents and 3 cents. So, for NIO, it doesn't really look. In terms of NIO, it doesn't look that interesting to me. Let's see here. Tobin, I thought this thing was all about the politics of making money. Tobin, I was talking about like Republican and Democrat bashing and whatever side you're on, your political opinions. Of course, the purpose of this channel and options trading or stock trading, whatever you do in the market, is to make money. Secure Crit, always keep 25% or more for adjustments and opportunities. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, don't overextend yourself. Like I was saying, don't overextend yourself in the market. William, appreciate you. Andy, diversified this week with 5 credit spreads. Delta is net negative. Yeah, I moved to negative. However, let's see here. Thinkorswim is saying I have the exact same trades in Thinkorswim and Tastyworks, and Thinkorswim is saying my delta is negative 256, and then Tastyworks is saying my delta is positive 7. So I have to figure that out. Not sure. I typically go off of Thinkorswim's deltas, but the only reason why we're that negative is because of FIT and GE. So I got to reach out to Tastyworks and see kind of what the difference is in their delta or what they're calculating. I think they're calculating a couple different things. Yeah, I mean for FIT it's saying, yeah, they're about right. So I just have to check on that. Linda bought Starbucks shortly before close, up a few bucks. Nice. Joe, if I can get Tesla at 387 tomorrow, I mean, come on, man. Don't lotto play. Come on, man. Derek, been studying up on the Greeks. Getting another delta seems like it could be helpful. Definitely, the Greeks are everything. Tobin, okay, I got you, man. No worries. Walmart and KO have also broken out. I should have been long, but I don't want to chase. Yeah, Walmart's people are buying because of the holiday season, and also there was a news article. Let me get that for you. So, retail stocks are going to be hot this year, mainly because they're expecting a big Christmas season. They're saying U.S. Christmas sales projected to surpass $1 trillion for the first time this year. And who are the biggest companies? Obviously, Walmart, Target. But Walmart's probably being like one of the biggest retail stores out there is going to be who's going to get a chunk of the trillion. Sorry, not billion. I mean, who's going to get the biggest chunk of the trillion? Most likely Walmart. I mean, Toys R Us is out now. So Walmart's going to get a big chunk of this $1 trillion. But I mean, come on. But then again, this is just a news article, some propaganda, and it doesn't mean these numbers are actually going to hit. And let's say it doesn't hit. What's going to happen? I mean, I always play like devil's advocate when putting on trades. Like, okay, what if this does hit? What if this is the greatest holiday season for retail? But then at the same time, like, you got to think about what if it doesn't, So keep that in mind. Yeah, they're doing free shipping without an account. So you don't need to pay, like for Amazon Prime, they're trying to compete with Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime, you need to have the account. Walmart, you don't. The creator created posts. Anyway, so we're coming up on 50 minutes on the stream. So we got 50 minutes on the stream. Anybody have anything else? Predictions for tomorrow. I think everybody wants to know what predictions. I think that really it could go either way. And I don't know. Like, I live in Illinois, and, right now we have a Republican governor, which is very strange for Illinois. It could go either way. I mean, the politics are definitely very surprising right now and upsetting. And they could go either way. I mean, we can keep the way it is. It could be it depends on how people vote. People vote for huge change. We're going to see huge change. If they don't, then they don't. If they like what's going on, they like what's going on. If they don't like what's going on, they're going to vote against it. So, right now you just gotta. That's why I didn't want to go too heavy today, because it could really go any way, and it goes. The market goes down a lot faster than it goes up. And excellent with the donation. Thank you. It really means a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Joe, I know Tesla still needs to move higher to generate a short-term sell. All right, I'm already short Tesla. We're on the same team, Joe. Don't bash me. Linda, I need to know how to sell positions on Tastyworks. Okay, Linda, I got you right now. Okay, let's say I go to Tesla. Let's just do something easy, like a call or put or something. Let's say I want to sell my Tesla puts. Basically, I want to sell I want to sell my GE puts. I just highlight it here. I right click and hit, like, you can close at a target percent, but what you could just go down here, go to close, go down to the full close, and go to close and go to full close, and then you can close it out. You can like adjust the quantity that you want. You can adjust here, the pricing if you think that you should get more money for it or less money. You can move this up or down. You can do what you want there. And then all you have to do is hit review and send. The one thing that I would be careful. Let's go back to that order here. Let's go back to this order. So, see, the one thing I don't like about Tastyworks is when you sell like something outright. Like when you sell a spread on Tastyworks, it goes for the mid price. But when you sell a put or a call just naked, it actually gives it at the bid. So the ask is $7, the bid is 5 cents. I don't know if I could change this in the settings. I have to play around with it, but by default, it's going right for the bid. So I'd have to actually manually change this to 6 cents. Because just be careful, especially if the bid and the ask are wide. You want to be very careful. You want to be very careful about that, because let's say the ask was 7 cents, but the bid was only 2 cents. It's going to send it to 2 cents, and you don't want that. And then all you have to do, like, to close it out, just hit review and send, and then you can, do what you do. Tobin, you're awesome, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Easy, don't worry about it. I don't do this to get donations or get paid or whatever the case is. But I really do appreciate you guys that when you do donate, like, you don't have to, and you guys choose to, like, I mean, it means a lot. Like, thank you, Tobin. Thank you so much. Really, thank you. Sakira Crit, Secure Kit, excellent. You guys are just killing it today. Thank you so much. I mean, man, you guys really made my day. Thank you. Keith, the election stopped me from doing some trades today. Yeah, me too. Once this election over, sky's the limit. But don't overtrade. William, Joe said, I think the Tesla chart looks weak. Yeah, William, I'm on your side here. I did short. Joe, I will not add to my Tesla short. I will not. Pretty close. Four more dollars for a 30-pack for Nick. Excellent. He's helping us, all of us, with the quality information. Thank you. Jack says if Trump wins, I will donate 50. Jack, Trump already won. His election is not for another 2 years, man. Hamed, I'm working on a course that I actually have a course that I've been working on for an entire year. It's been in the works, and I'm actually I'm starting to record it. Marine, Trump already won. Yeah, I mean, Trump's been paying you since 2016. If you held stock since 2016, you've made more than enough money. You guys are great. Joe, if right now, since I have a lot of time on it, if Tesla goes up to 355, I'm going to do nothing. Now, once it gets closer to expiration on Tesla, I will definitely make some adjustments. I'll either get out of the trade. I don't think I'll add to my short. I probably won't add to the same position. I'll probably put on a new position, and I'll probably put on another short. Eric, I'm about to sign off, but yeah, we could talk about an iron fly tomorrow. Easy, first student here. Ahmed, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, tomorrow, I mean, really could go either way. I mean, I'm going to sign off here in just a minute. I mean, you guys definitely made my day. Thank you so much. You know, everything, you know, just by showing up, that you guys show up, like we have 40 to 50 people here that show up day in, day out, which is just insane. Like when I first started live streaming, sometimes 0 people showed up, like nobody showed up, and or it would be like 1 or 2, and then it was like 4 to 5, and then after I got past 10, like the live streaming was definitely a lot harder when nobody was here, because it was hard. No one wanted to interact with me, and nobody. So that, you know, you guys wanting to interact with me is like amazing. You know, so thank you so much. Yeah, if the video was of value to you, hit that like button. Coupon codes. Yeah, I have an interesting idea for the course. Some people may not like it, of what I'm going to do. Some people may love it, but what I really want to do is push out quality content. I really want to push out quality content, and that means not including everybody. You know, I really like the focus that our group has. Like right now, I'm able to pay attention. Right now, I'm able to pay attention to everybody in the chat. You know, if we had 1,000 people on here, like, I don't know if that's what I want. You know, so I'm looking for ways to. I guess what I'm saying is I didn't think this many people would watch. And now that this many people are watching, you know, it could grow exponentially. However, I do like being a small community. So if that makes sense, I like the people here. I like that I'm not getting trolled or made fun of. I like that aspect. I like I like I like everybody. I like everybody that's in this group. I like everybody that comments. You know, I like what we have here, and I feel like if this channel blew up, which it could, you know, let's say we went. I mean, right now we have 3.4, 3,400, a little bit over 3,400, maybe close to 3,500 subscribers. If we went up to like 100,000 or 200,000, like I don't know if that would be in the best interest of me or you. So I'm trying to figure it out. What is the purpose for this channel? So initially the purpose of this channel was just to share my trades and just to interact with people in the trading community. And it's kind of changed where people are coming on here to connect and wanting to know more about options and wanting to know what my trades are. I didn't think people would be that interested in like what my trades are specifically, but there's a lot of people that are. And so the goal for the channel, I think, has changed a little bit, where people want more information from me, and a lot of the information I wasn't ready to give just because it was like a comfort level, you know. You know, and I really dislike like, let's say, like you know, the traders that are like, you know, driving around in their Lambos and their Ferraris, and they're saying, oh yeah, you know, it's so easy to make money in the market. All you have to do is follow my patterns and do this and do that, and you're gonna be a millionaire by the time, you know, if you're 18 right now, you'll be a millionaire by the time you're 20. You know, you can drive those Ferraris. And like my ambitions in life, like, even let's say I could afford 10 Ferraris, I don't even think I would buy one, honestly. Like buying a Ferrari or like Lamborghini like seems such like a terrible investment idea. Like serious people about their money. I mean, if you're serious about the money that you make, let's just say, you wouldn't spend it on a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. Like if you're trying to flash and do all this stuff, like that's not what I wanted my life to be about, really. I didn't want my life to be about that. You know, I don't want to be show off a lifestyle, because most times most people are regular working Americans that, like, I want to cater to people that want to make an extra $100 a week or extra $100 a month. You know, I don't want to cater to people that want to make $20,000 a month. Now it's great. Like, we're making some pretty big. I mean, across my accounts, I made about $900 a day, which is great. I mean, and in the last few weeks, you know, we've been making some killer trades, making a lot of money. But that's not the goal. Not the goal. Like the goal really. I mean, there was a time in my life that an extra $100 a month, an extra $50 a month would have changed my life, and that's really what I want to get to. Is if I could show people how to make money, and not just like short-term money, but show people how to make money the rest of their life, then you're really winning. Like if you made $100 a week extra and you just sacked it away for the rest of your life and did nothing with it, I mean, how much better would your life be? You know, that's all. That's really what I want to accomplish. Is, you know, I believe in owning businesses. I believe in developing multiple streams of income, and I believe in not letting money hold you back. Like I grew up with very little. Like I lived in a 2-bedroom apartment for the majority of my life with 4 other siblings. Like, I know what it's like to not make money. I know what it's like to make money. And I know how hard it is to have nothing and to actually make money. So that's really what I want to show. So I'm just going through your chats. I like being able to hang out and talk stocks. I don't know many traders in real life. Yeah, Greg, I don't know anybody. That's the thing. I don't know anybody that trades in real life either, man. Maureen. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the people that are like that are advertising on this, and it's like, well, I can't really do much about that. FC, we got to keep it real, and also with this channel, I just want to keep it real. Secure Kid, I'd gladly donate regularly to keep this community small and tight. Because the more I learn, the more I earn. Yeah, I mean, that's the way it is. And also, with the more experience, the more that you do something and the more consistent you are, the more consistent you will be profitable. Alex, I got bills to pay. You're gonna learn, bro. If you take the time, you will learn. S&B Tree, what's your opinion on October's losses? Market can't go up forever. Market can't go up forever. It was due, and it should have been done a while ago. And I don't mean to bash I don't want to bash anybody, any other traders that's what they want with their channel and what they want to do with their life. It's just not it's not the direction I want to take. That's all. Ray Lee, my goal is to buy a 20,000 mobile home in the next 10 years. And get it, man. Your goals could be anything, man. Derek, warm and fuzzy moment. Let's all hold hands. You guys are crazy. I gotta sign off. You guys are keep making me stay so long. Secure Credit says Nick is one of the rare free people on YouTube. Thanks. I just really want to keep it real, guys. Being humble is the best reward. I'm with that. Okay, Zach wants a Tesla. I do agree with that. I mean, I would buy a Tesla. Alex, you could turn ads off on your channel. I do like the extra income. Like I said, I'm into building streams of income. I don't make anything from YouTube that's like life changing. So like when you guys donate, it definitely means a lot. Anyways, you guys, I gotta sign off. You guys have a great rest of your day. Let's see what the election's gonna bring. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. We'll be trading. It's gonna be great.